The top stories. Clyde Mascoll hits out at the central bank governor's economic report. Job opportunities in Canada for Barbadians, and you might not believe which country has the highest murder rate in the region. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, January the 16th, 2014. I'm Bertram Niles.
You want your loved ones around to celebrate, especially those living far. And with Digicel Top-Up, Dad can help you bring life to the party and be part of the celebration. Ask him to send you Digicel Minutes. Receive free instant additional credit. Stay connected here and there. Ask your family abroad to send Digicel Minutes today.
Advisor on Economic Affairs for the opposition BLP, Dr. Clyde Mascoll, says this week's central bank report confirmed that Barbadian workers have been, in his words, taken for a ride. He says the decline in foreign reserves, the anchor of the economy, was not only because of a decline in direct investment, as the bank governor had indicated, but also of the printing of money. Dr. Mascoll also dismissed the governor's statement that government's economic policies were aimed at keeping the reserves healthy.
The government has used fiscal policy to manage our total spending in the economy as a means of protecting our foreign reserves. Absolute rubbish. In fact, the evidence is clear that the government has been spending much more than it has been taking in revenue. So therefore, fiscal policy, as I know it, in protecting reserves, would have to be extracting resources from the economy to reduce spending to have a positive effect on the reserve.
Barbadians are being given the opportunity to get jobs in Canada, an offer that comes at an opportune time with thousands of layoffs coming at the end of the month. A jobs fair is being held tomorrow, Friday, at the Lloyd Erskine Sandifer Centre, according to the international recruitment agency Diamond Global, which represents more than 100 companies in Canada. Agency representatives told a news briefing that they were very excited about the job opportunities in construction and hospitality, among other areas. Chief Labour Officer Vincent Burnett spoke about the prospects.
Right now we have a number of persons already in Canada for 2014, and we are very hopeful that this association would be able to give us more persons on the ground in Canada.
The government's business registry is taking more of its services online, and officials were on hand this morning to explain to employers just how to use the system to their benefit. The Corporate Affairs and Intellectual Property Office, as it's called, is primarily responsible for keeping and maintaining a wide variety of business and commercial records, such as the registration of companies and patents. Speaking at a workshop at its Warren headquarters, Deputy Registrar Kevin Hunte said going online was a more modern approach to doing business.
Because obviously you can sit at your desk, whether Barbados, Caribbean, worldwide, because it's internet based, and you can transact certain business with us. So we wanted persons to know how to navigate, how to negotiate their screen, and what are some of the features that are available right now. So right now you can do name searches, you can do business name applications, and in certain areas you can also request what is known as good standing certificates, or properly called registrar certificates.
A Trinidad-born man on America's most wanted fugitives list for almost a decade could be in Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, well, anywhere in the Caribbean. U.S. officials in Bridgetown put out a release today asking for the public's help in tracking the elusive Andrea Neverson, who was wanted for allegedly killing his sister and a former girlfriend in 2002. They say that Mr. Neverson is considered armed and dangerous and has ties to Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Bahamas, Grenada, St. Vincent, and Canada. They believe the 49-year-old, who was added to the most wanted list in February 2004, has fled the United States and may be residing in the Caribbean. A reward of up to $50,000 is being offered for information leading directly to his arrest. For more information on Mr. Neverson's particulars, log on to our website nationnews.com and read the Weekend Nation. The outgoing Brazilian ambassador Claudio Appio Aquarone is confident Barbados will overcome its current economic woes and prosper again. The outgoing ambassador was speaking in a farewell interview with the Weekend Nation.
I believe that Barbados has everything in its power, not only to recover to this previous economic position, but also to prove and to disseminate its example on around the region.
At Courts, every day we bring affordability, convenience, innovation, and style to over 1 million customers in 11 countries. From homes to communities, we are proud to make a difference in the lives of many across the region. Courts, bringing value home.
In Trinidad and Tobago, Carl Hudson Phillips, a former Attorney General and Judge of the International Criminal Court, has died at the age of 80. A legal colleague said he passed away in his sleep last night in England. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar called Mr. Hudson Phillips a lawyer par excellence who had brought dignity and honor to his profession. Which country has the highest murder rate in the Caribbean? Well, the answer might surprise you. A survey carried out by the Nassau Guardian newspaper put St. Kitts and Nevis at the top of the murder list in 2013 in our region, when population is taken into account. The two Island Federation population, 46,000, had 21 murders last year, just 3 fewer than Barbados, with 6 times the number of residents. After St. Kitts and Nevis came Jamaica, with about 1,200 murders among 2.7 million people, with the Bahamas third. Barbados was 11th of the 13 countries surveyed. In athletics, the St. Giles Primary School held its sports day today at the National Stadium. Justin Marville was there, taking in the action.
Green are back in charge at St. Giles Sports. Led by Victor Ludorum Jaheen King, Green secured their first overall victory since 2011 by amassing 397 points to edge rivals Blue and defending champs Yellow, who finished with 382.5 and 360.5 points respectively. Coming back, Green had to wait until the day's final race, the under-13 boys 4x100, before ultimately returning to glory, as Adams, Blue, still had a mathematical possibility of edging them by a half point if they won that relay. However, Adams eventually had to settle for third, one spot below a triumphant Cumberbatch, who knew they had a title all sewn up once they didn't finish that event last. Paris ended the championships fourth with 336 points. This is Justin Marville for Nation Sports, signing out.
And finally, 3 would-be car thieves in Massachusetts had to hit the brakes on their plan because none of them knew how to drive a manual car. Police say the men pulled a knife on a food delivery driver on Tuesday night and demanded the food and his keys. But then they noticed the car had a manual transmission. A police spokesman told the newspaper that the thieves argued among themselves, then ran down the street with their ill-gotten dinner. And now I understand why some people use manual cars. That's Nation News for Thursday. I'm Bertram Niles.